We're back in action. Let's go. Bowie has followed. Yo, let's go. Didn't even realize we're getting followers on the daily, on the nightly. Okay, let's see. Let's hope that the stream doesn't crash. I'm going to wait until... You know what? I'm just going to alter this a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I don't need so much of me. There's no point. It's just me. Okay, lit. Alright. Sick. Welcome everybody. Or not welcome yet. You're probably not here yet. But welcome to the stream. We're going to be making some sick music. Well, let's go. Back again. I hope that the stream's not going to crash. Because it did last time. But the new RAM that we're getting to solve the problem permanently arrives today. Cheers to that. That's right, you heard me right. I'm going to be installing the new RAM today. And I can't wait. So realistically then, there should be no problems because the RAM we're installing is going to be 64 gigs. 64 gigabytes of RAM. That should be so much more than enough that I don't even know if it crashes. Then we need a whole new computer because like that should be more than enough RAM. So I'm hoping that it's not going to. I'm hoping that it's going to behave. And if it behaves, then let's get going on this track again. So make sure that we've got the audio from the DAW. Okay, perfect. We're ready to go. Let's open up the track, see where we are last time. It's pretty rough, but I mean that's what it is. We're working on it. So let's just get right into it. I'm gonna go to the arranger track. We're gonna start at the verse. The intro's a bit long for now, because we're gonna get a vocalist in this, right? So she can be singing on the intro, but it's not gonna feel as long and drawn out. We got our vocals, background vocals are gonna be building up. Generic, what's good? Welcome to the stream. It's working so far. Fingers crossed. It arrives today, so it'll be in my computer by tomorrow. So today's a gamble, but tomorrow's guaranteed. So fingers crossed for tonight. Very pog. I'm so excited for no more crashes ever. Starting tomorrow. Hopefully tonight. That drop's lit. It's gonna be very lit. We're gonna have vocal chops in that drop too. So get ready for those. I just need to get the vocals first from the singer. It's just a pain because she moved to Vancouver, so I have to like get her to send the vocals and stuff. It's not easy, but we'll make it happen. A sample pack in 24 hours. That sounds lit. You have to send me the results. I gotta see them. Thank you. Rocking the headband. Just came back from work during the day. Tying back my hair with the headband. Thought I'd keep it on. Good night. Yeah, send it up. Let's check it out. Is there my DMs? Okay, lit. I just got it. Sick. Okay, I'm super pumped. I have to check out generic sample pack right away too, because that's gonna be sick. But yes, let's see if my computer crashes if we start actually working. And if it crashes, then we have to figure out what we're doing tonight. But like I said, the RAM is arriving tonight, so by tomorrow, no more crashing. Guaranteed. So that's awesome. Literally, this is a long, arduous process. But we're going to have 64 gigs of RAM. It's be more than enough. It can leak as much as it likes, and we'll have just excessive RAM to leak away and whatever it feels like it's going to do. Yeah, I can lower the volume of Cubase as well too. Was it just it was a ton, eh? Let's I'm gonna play it again. Tell me how loud it was. I'm also gonna turn my volume up. I think I turned my volume down before. Here we go. I turned it down. Let me know what it's like. Wait, here we go. Try again. Hello, hello, hello. Is this better? Or should I make it even lower? Is it good? Should I make it lower? Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, sick, thank you. Yeah, thanks for letting me know so I'm not like saying things and nobody can understand me. That happens. One time I had like 10 people watching, 11 people watching. There's a bunch of people watching and nobody said anything. And then like, I can't remember who it was, but somebody's like, oh, like, we can't hear you at all. You're muted. And I was like, nobody thought to tell me that I was muted out of the whole crew of them. But yeah, so thanks for letting me know so I don't clown myself out. Boobly, by the way, not alcohol for any random moderators that may be coming through. I'm drinking water. That we see the weird can and be like, that's not soft drink. But this also the space in between the wow, to actually hear yours. Thank you. Wisdom will be provided, I promise, on Express now that the computer is trying to function again. So in this pre-drop as well too, we've got this sick breakdown, but then like the reverb cuts right before we hit the drop, and I can't stop that because that's just as long as the Cashmere sample goes. So let's see what we can do to like make it less awkward. See? Right there. I'm thinking we're literally just gonna like hook and can I do this without it sounding stupid? I can. You have an idea. What was the idea just for fun? I just did the very cheater way to do it. But hit me with it. And I'm gonna bend the curve up a little bit too. Just on that break. Beauty, beauty. And we're also going to lower it a little bit there. Reverb out the first sample, record it, reverse it coming into the drop at a lower volume. I do that all the time, actually. It's a really good idea. And it's probably what we're going to end up doing. Good idea, Pixel. Yep, for just knowledge sake, so that this is caught in the stream. Really good ways to make sweeps. Exactly, he just said, I love sweeps. A really good way to make sweeps is to actually reverse percussive samples, impacts, even like tail ends of risers, just reverse them and then put some reverb on them and even automate the reverb. It's pretty good to like start with like a really wet and then go drier as the sweep sweeps up. So then it's like, you know what I mean? Comes in right into the center point. So that's actually a really good idea. That's one of the best ways to make sweeps, I would say. And they do it all the time. So if you're looking for a good transition, reverb and reverse is pretty easy. Reverb reversal in general is a good, useful thing for fillers. It totally is. And even for making like some pad-like or like underlying sounds, putting reverb on things and like padding them out is brilliant. I just love it. I love the way that it sounds. Boom, yeah. Perfect, we're gonna want that. For fun though, I'm going to actually reverb out this high impact. So I'm going to go impact reverse, and then in our impact reverse layer, we're going to do exactly that. And hopefully it just reverses the one, because sometimes Cubase likes to be a dick and it likes to. Oh, it's gonna reverse that one. It did. I don't know what's up with my reverse. It's trying to affect all instances or affect the one in the audio pool rather than duplicating the file and then affecting the next one so that I can have two different versions of it. which is really, 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 really obnoxious. I've got to fix my audio pool. Especially easy in FL because Edison exists and carries my production. I know I'm jealous of Edison. I remember specifically like a year ago, tried to get Edison in the Cubase, and I can't remember why I didn't end up getting it. Either it was really expensive because it's from FL, or it wasn't compatible with Cubase, or something. But I've always been jealous of Edison. Edison is actually sweet, and I don't know why Cubase doesn't have an Edison type plugin. Because it's really useful, and especially because of the Cubase glitches, like the glitch that we just ran into right now, which is the reason why I'm not using the reverse. But it's okay, we'll just pull in a sweep from Splice. Hopefully Splice is not going to jibliterate my computer. Don't jibliterate it, don't jibliterate it. Though, is it just this ass version? Which ass version of Edison? I don't have any version of Edison. That's the problem. I wish I did. That would be such a useful tool. I would use it all the time. Oh, this ass version of Cubase. Yeah, actually, you might have even looked it up, but yeah, the 10.5 seems to have literally all the bugs on the planet. I think it's because like they were rushing out a lot of really advanced features. 10.5 came out quite a while ago, and I think they were like trying to like be the first DAW on the market to have some of the features that they did, and in their defense, they definitely had a really advanced DAW for the time, like when this version came out, but it wasn't stable. So crashing and this glitch and that glitch and this isn't user friendly and that doesn't work properly. So like it came at a price for sure, and I did not know about that. I just bought it Cubase because I was like, oh, okay, it's trying to start producing, and now I paid the price. But I mean, it's a good enough DAW in what it does, and it is actually, I really like the DAW. So, but yeah, there's like more than enough troubles with it sometimes. I think the problem now is an upgrade would be, yes, I really want to do the upgrade, like very, very badly want to do the upgrade. As soon as I have the cash, you better believe I'm going to be doing the upgrade. So we just need Rising Wave to love everything that we make and release all of it all the time, so that maybe we can do some shows and make some of that bread to buy a new version of Cubase. It's about, how much does it cost? This is also not doing well. We need to affect this quite a bit. It's like $400 approximately just for the upgrade, even though I've got pro version already fully. It's really not a cheap DAW. It's got to be one of the more expensive ones, if not the most expensive one, actually. I did not know that before picking it. But it's the stream stuttering. Welcome to the stream. Use up the grade. Yeah, I know, it's really, really annoying. It's way too expensive for what it is. And if the stream is it is like you mean like me? Like my voice, like the visual of me, or what's the stuttering? Which is studying? No, is it like a no? Audio is good. Yeah, okay. I already know what you're talking about because I can see it on my end. It's because of the bad RAM in the back. Like it's literally like. Oh, but now is it stuttering around? Camera and video is not doing well. It's because of the RAM. Like I said, the RAM is literally arriving tonight. So by tomorrow, all of my like memory errors will be gone. I'm installing 64 gigs of RAM in my computer, so we'll be good. I can tell it's gonna be a hardware thing. I guess just for tonight, I'm just gonna be happy if it doesn't crash. If it RAM insertion stream. We should get a video of me like fixing the problems that have been plaguing us. Yeah, 64 gigs, 232 sticks, one bundle. and it's like 44 MHz or MHz. So it should be good. I think like it'll fix the problem there. Made sure that, yeah, 4 4 extra gigabytes of RAM. Let's go. Yeah, baby. I'll be around to play games after the stream too. My boy. So definitely be ready for that. And especially if it crashes, I guess. But we're gonna hope that it doesn't crash. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have the RAM, and then all the weekends after that, a whole 4. Yeah, exactly. You guys know that I love my technology and my 4 gigs of RAM. We're gonna fix this sweep too, this little sweep in the intro into the next section to make sure it sounds good. Because right now it sounds like shit. 16 gig. Yeah, it's Cubase. Cubase is the problem. Good old Cubase. Destroying my life. But I mean, I guess we're doing a lot right in here. Like if I was producing like a simpler genre of music that didn't have 10 million glitches happening in it, maybe our computer, Cubase is like meant for orchestral classical music. I think that's the problem. So they've taken upon themselves to allow the computer to use as much memory as it feels like. So when I have 120 layers, because I'm producing electronic music, it shits itself. But like I said, once you get the extra RAM in there, then it can consume as much as it likes. And we'll upgrade the version of Cubase once I have enough money to do that. I don't have money for that right now. I don't like that sweep. That sweep is the ugliest sweep on the planet. Can we agree that that's just a gross sound? Let's try this one. It's actually the worst sweep I've ever heard. What about this one? Not that one either. Undesirable. The crashing and the sweep, they're all undesirable. Come on, come on, come on. This could be decent enough if paired with something else. I'm gonna not mix in the reverb. Nah. We gotta find a decent enough sweep. That's the thing. Don't start with a bad sample. Everyone. No, that sounds like trash. It's like you gotta start with a good sample and then you kind of roll from there. Yeah, this one right here. That's good. We'll just have it right at the end. We'd only need it right at the end anyways. What's this like? That's not bad. Okay, I feel that. Yeah, once we get the singer on this, you can get me lit. And actually, we're going to do a very reverbed out version of this reverbed out Rise. Like, cause we got the sweep right here, but we don't want to just like keep copy and pasting like the sweeps. They get really boring. So what we're gonna do is we're actually going to put like a hardcore reverb on this one. Like probably about 80%. The mix is how much of the reverb is in there. The pre-delay is how many seconds it takes for the reverb to kick in. The size is, well, the size of the room that they're imitating. And then the time scaling is how long the reverb goes for. Those are the 4 like pillars of reverb that I'm normally modulating. With my favorite convolution reverb. Exactly. This thing is the banger. And I always use the exact same space too. Japanese concert hall. I don't know what it is about it. Japanese concert hall sounds lit. Makes everything sound better. It's like salt on food. Let's see what this sounds like now. And it's pretty good, but the sweep at the end, I want it to be more of like a really comes in. Only have 16 gigs and no issues streaming. Yeah, it's like the DAW that I've chosen, like this music creation software, apparently this specific version is a memory pig. Like sometimes, like it's actually like a problem. It's a glitch. It's not meant to be like that. But something about 10.5, that version of it has like memory leaks, which is like a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. And it's just like anytime it leaks, it just crashes the stream. So Cubase, because Cubase also prioritizes itself. I've tried to like change that for streaming so that like if anything, maybe Cubase crashes and I just reopen it and the stream like continues on normally. But like Cubase, absolute monster. It's so aggressive. Valhalla Vintage Verb. Ooh, okay. Color and tonality to a sound. Yeah, definitely. I use Supercharger for when I'm adding color. Or Saturn. I like to saturate things for my color. But sick, I've heard Valhalla is really good. So this section's a jam. Okay, sick. I also want to like look at the glitches really quickly and see if the vocal chop is like separate from the other glitches, because I'd like to bring it out a little bit more, that goomies or whatever happens at the end. Oh, what? What bus do these go to? They go to second drop. I'll just like open up all of these. But I also use white noise in the convolver to make pads, as well as make super spacious and atonal sound, while color is in color-based color. Yep, that makes total sense to me. That makes total sense. I love also creating pads out of harder sound design by reverbing them out and stretching them as well. That's a super powerful technique. And I use it actually in my headlining track Screaming in the drop. And it creates that underlying power behind it, which was my first ever popular song. I want to see which glitch this is so I can make it more powerful. I like that ending of it, the gomies thing. I want to see. So we're gonna open up the equalizer, and I want to check out what part of that thing bumps up into the equalization. Where he goes gomies or whatever. I don't even know what they're saying. Gummies. And we're going to increase that part of the frequency so that we're gonna have a little bit more of that when it happens. I love making pads with pianos. Yes, so do I. Noir actually has a built-in feature for that. It's called the Particles Engine, and I use it in my song Uprise, so that intro. If you listen to Uprise, the way that the piano pads around, I specifically do that. So listen to the track Uprise if you want an example of that in a finished song. Was it right there? I think it's around 150. It is around 150, so I'm gonna just bump it right there. Wait, let's see what happens if we really bump it. What does it sound like? Yeah, bump it again. See, when he's saying gomies, it really comes out now. Yeah, that's sick. And because the rest of the sounds have obviously been OTT'd when they were sampled, because Virtual Riot lives on a bed of OTTs, we don't have to deal with any super hardcore frequencies in that part. We can just bump it, and I don't have to worry about cleaning it out, because it's already extremely gutted, in a good way. Let's hear what it sounds like. Pretty good, but I'll also bump it in the end as well, so that we get a little bit more of the high end coming back. Yeah. Soothe to Mad method with piano is a more smooth sound. I hear you talking about soothe. The soothe seems really, really sick, and I'd like to actually get more into it. You know, once I have a couple dollars in my pocket, I'd like to visit Plugin Boutique again. Let's see what we've got so far. We need to collapse these folders, otherwise I can't see everything. Yeah, so we're up to the drop. So we're going to make this verse a build up as well too. We're gonna make sure that we've got, because before the drop here, we've just got gotcha with the voice. Very worthwhile investment. How much approximately does it cost? Okay, sick. We're gonna copy and paste this, and then we're just gonna actually manually copy and paste the automation, because remember, Cubase is not very good at that. In the most, and I mean that in the most frustrating way possible. Like, I love Cubase, but come on. So here we go, and we're going to make. We're not going to use the move automation feature. We're literally going to go here and like make it happen by hand. It's the caveman way to do it. I'm all about that. Boom, bap. Make sure that we good to go. Like $200. That's what I thought it would be. Plugins are not cheap. Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, like, I'm totally familiar with dropping loads of money on plugins, but it is worth it. Like, I used to be kind of like, oh, let's see what I can do without the plugins. And keep in mind, that's a good mindset as well. Like, I actually like learned a lot by trying to do things that other plugins would just do for you with like some like manual methods. And I learned a lot like that. But when it comes to like just finishing tracks and making tracks, getting things signed, yada yada, having the good plugins that do this stuff is invaluable in making tracks and not taking 10 years to make them, you know what I'm saying? Still use a lot of stock plugins. Yeah, exactly. Like, stock or no stock, it's all about what you're good and you're comfortable with. Let's start adding build-up elements in the second version. FL's Patcher. I've never used it, so I don't know what it is. Yo, Princess, what's good? Made the Patcher. Is Patcher like a computer science thing? Like you can code new plugins in it? Not like absolutely sure what it is, but like it sounds really sick. Also right here we're gonna start adding like some more instruments. And yet again, welcome to the stream, Princess. We missed ya. I'm gonna add mallets here. Marimba. Okay, wait, I've got to close this. Patrick, it's hard to describe. Is it kind of like Reactor? Have you heard of Reactor? Where you can kind of like make your own plugin sort of thing? Yeah, send me screenshots and then so I can actually see it. And then we'll hit that up. So then I can kind of know what it is. Moving right now. That sounds pretty intense. It says watching with audio. Without audio. Oh, so you can't hear me. That sounds like a ton of work. No audio. So like, we don't want the music. Nah, jokes. If you're moving, that sounds like a lot of work. I can hear. Weird. Okay. So then the watching Thank you, Generic Pixel, for the Patreon pledge. I don't know if it's a glitch, if you just, like, because it says you just pledged, and I know you were already a patron, but thank you. Learn more, honestly. Thanks for intentionally bringing it back. Let's go. Woohoo! Does it, like, when you first pledge, does it, like, do you pay? I don't know how that works, or is there, like, a day of each month that happens, or is it, like, I'm not too sure. I can't remember how to change that on mobile. Strange. Okay. More Twitch things that I don't know either. I'm going to need to, like, get up to speed on everything. On how everything is working right now. I accidentally did it. So, did you get charged the first time? Oh. Did it charge you twice? Oh! Well, thank you very much. Sorry to hear that you got Sorry to hear that you got double charged. That's brutal. We'll have to add an extra Poggers copper room in our Minecraft house for you, just for that, in the sweet mansion. I love mallets. What's the best way we can add like mallets and like I want like orchestral drums building it up and everything. I want it to be like some sick. I want some sick methods to the madness here. Because we're gonna start doing like a build up. Like the singer is singing right here, and then we're gonna bring in these. That was lame. I didn't like that at all. Okay, let's try again. 5, 6, 7. Okay, if you look in Discord, what do I find in Discord? Oh, you're gonna make a. You sent me something. Here, I'm gonna pull up my phone. There's everything that explains Patra. Oh, okay, thank you. Yes, so then I can actually understand what you're talking about. Because it's really nice to actually know. That definitely helps, like images and text. So then when you tell me about it, I know. So this is what I'll pull up my phone right away. We're just gonna quickly quantize this, and hopefully it doesn't be stupid. Here we go. What's this like? That's what I'm talking about. You already know what it is. I'm gonna make all the velocities the same. That took no time at all. Now let's take a look at the Patron, or Discord for the Patcher. Patcher. Alright, and we're also going to hear what this sounds like in context. Oh wow. That's a lot. A lot of controllable parameters. QuickSim designs. Thank you for the little tutorial video as well too. I'll take a look. A resonator plugin. I've never heard about that actually. That's super sick. I'm definitely like genuinely going to read that once we're out of the stream. I don't want to read full through it like on the stream, so then I'll have to make people sit and watch me read. But I will actually read that right away because I'm genuinely interested, and learning more about how to make color bass is very interesting topic to me right now. I want to make another drop, but we already made the drop last time. We're gonna make the rest of the song. We gotta finish this song and then make the next one so we can make a drop again. We love color bass. We do love color bass. And honestly, this drop in this track with the color bass has got to be one of my favorite drops that I've ever made so far. So thanks for the inspiration on that. It's just so like fat and full of melody. It's amazing. I love this color bass. I'm glad that it's becoming a thing. So then we know that it's going to continue to be a thing. You know what I mean? So we're not just like producing a dead genre. It is emerging, which is the most exciting part of it. Right, let's see what this is like. Marimba. Off that annoying metronome. Dual filter. Yeah, it's an FL exclusive, but Resonator plugins are a thing anyone could get anyway, so it may be done different while receiving the same result. No, 100%, yeah. It's like, that's like a good point that I've actually made when I'm talking to people about a lot of different things, is that just because it's not the exact same plugin with the exact same controls doesn't mean it doesn't do like the same thing at the end of the day. Like, a compressor is a compressor, really. Like, do you think Rising Wave would like color bass? Oh, 100%. As long as it's in like a future bassy kind of manner. They don't want anything like too glitchy, like full electronic. They like stuff that has like the vocals and like the melody, and like, so color bass would be really good for them in the way that we're using it, which is just like a little part of the track rather than like the entire thing being fully on that. Remember to ask questions, says Nightbot, the big party pooper. See how this build up feels? Okay, perfect. All right, that sounds pretty good. So I'm gonna leave it that chunk right there for now. We'll come back and we'll continue to mix it down. Like, Tango convolution plugins, you use Fruity Convolver and use Reverence. You use Reverence, different plugins for different software but similar results. Exactly, they do the same thing at the end of the day. Plugins are like, I don't think of them by like the actual plugin, I think of them by the type. If it's a compressor, it's a compressor. If it's a saturator, it's a saturator. If it's a reverb, it's a reverb. They all do like slightly different versions of it, so you can get your favorite one. Like, my favorite one is Reverence. But at the end of the day, they all kind of achieve the same result, you know what I'm saying? So it's important to just know like what the plugin does, so then you just know the tool that you're using. It's like a hammer. You can have a golden hammer or a bronze hammer or a big hammer or a small hammer, but they're all hammers, and they're all going to hammer in nails. So you always do the hammering. How many bands of compression do you have? I use Supercharger, which is single band compression. I will only set 48 plus. Yeah, too bad OTT's only got 3. You're gonna have to throw out OTT. It's a shame. Oh, true. Just add them. Gotcha. Addition. My brain wasn't on. You're right. 48 OTT. Oh, sick. Now I'm gonna put the high impact here. Actually, I was making a joke about that. Brayden, the guy that I'm doing the other track with right now, that we just finishing up actually at this moment, he was joking about like, oh, I'm gonna send you the final track so you can listen to it and see some crazy shit or whatever, see if you like it. Like the other track that we're complete, we're gonna send it to Rising Wave Records, Monstercat as well, see if some of the big boys want it. Rising Wave is a big boy too, but if they don't want it as well, send it to Rising Wave, all that. And like the joke was, he's like, I'm gonna send it to you, and I'm like, oh sweet, because you want me to put like 6 OTTs on the master, right? And he's like, yeah, and then when you send it back, I'll put 6 more on the master. So you're kind of joking about like, it's, yeah, sound design sessions, that makes sense, but like for completing like a full song with like somebody singing on it and stuff like that, I've seen some great full songs and I'm like, whoa, what is that? If it works, but you might have like difficulties, you know. Fun fact, my headphones fold. Sick. I think these do as well, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I've got folding headphones too, the Audio Acturas or whatever. They do, yeah. It's really convenient. This must be really loud when it comes in here, too. Gotcha. Really unnerving, especially if they're expensive. Are they expensive headphones? And you feel like you're gonna just like lose them? Okay, we need the low impact as well. Impact. Low, low, low. Get low. What kind of headphones are they? Don't keep me in the dark. They cost like 13. Yeah, so they probably are about to break, you know? That's why they feel like it. No, just kidding. I don't know how it fits. You know, it's better to start off with cheaper tools and then work your way up. People that just buy all the gear right out the front, covering their lack of knowledge sometimes with expensive plug-in and equipment that kind of like help carry them through it. But you can only get to a certain level like that. I really applaud doing things with cheaper stuff first. I support it. That's what I did as well too. This MIDI keyboard costs like $150 and it's got 88 keys on it. I really think that like the producer behind the equipment is the thing, not the equipment itself. So good on you, honestly. Want this impact? And then we're going to, I'm going to carry in this long sweep. I want to see how it's going to fit. Bum-ba-da-bum. Here we go. These headphones have a really harsh resonances at 1.5 to 2.5, so it's hard to listen to stuff sometimes, and they sound good on anything else but these. Gotcha. I know exactly what you're talking about. And that also, just be careful too. Don't listen on high volumes if you got resonances and high frequencies, just so you damage your ears. You don't want to damage your ears like for the long period of time. It's not the low frequencies that damage your ears, it's the high ones. So just if you know that your headphones have a tendency to spike in the high frequencies, always just keep the volume just slightly lower. Either that, or if you're on your mixing or you're messing around in the DAW, put a limiter. It gets real ear fatiguing real fast. No, I believe it because it's the high frequencies that do that. Put a limiter on your master. So just in case you're gonna do anything that's gonna like pop your eardrums, your limiter will like come into play. And then actually you can also keep your limiter open just to see what it would have been like just so you can watch the levels, but you're not gonna like assault your eardrums with it. So I would say that if you've got headphones that resonate and the high frequencies, just toss a limiter on your master channel. Set it to like -0.5, so it really is never working. But like then just in case something's gonna happen, you know, only have it on 28. Yeah, no, that's a really good idea. The low volume. I always try to keep my stuff on low volume. Okay, we're gonna close Steam before it crashes everything. Thank you. But yeah, definitely protect your ears, especially if you're a producer. Actually, everybody here, protect your ears all the time. They're worth it. That's the whole thing. I'm gonna leave it there. All right, we're gonna go from the drop into the second section. See if the transition's good. My sweeps and drums. I want to hear them together. I want to hear the sweep. Okay, we gotta bump the volume because the side chaining is heavy. Here we go. Gonna have a second EQ removing with the more lows, so the lows are still sweeping through. There we go. When I have a break or something, read the Discord. Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, 100%. I will be watching that immediately. I love tutorials. Oh, the use of the Squeeze Serum Skin. Let's go. If anybody else here wants that too, just let me know. And I'll be... Actually, wait. You have to be a patron. I take that back. I'm excited that Generic has got it. Generic is a patron. Buy it on the Patreon. Exactly. If you want the Squeeze Serum Skin, you have to go on Patreon. So shout out to the Patreon. But that's super cool. I can't wait to see it in action. Let's go. The only reason I got the Patreon, I mean, it's a bonus. You get like the serum skin. No one else is gonna have it. You are the only person in the world other than me that's using it. That's pretty cool. So I'm playing big festivals. You can be like, I literally have a skin. All right, perfect. I like that. They kind of come in a little bit hard, those marimbas. We're gonna have some more features though. So All right, let's get our brain on. I want to hear the transition into the drop and out of the drop. So to make it like know that it's kind of like fluid. We're keeping space open for the vocals too, by the way. So if the track is like, what? It's kind of empty. It's because of the vocals. Pretty good, pretty good. We can definitely have like more movement in these sweeps. The sweeps are really flat. You know what I'm saying? So we want the sweeps to like build energy, you know? Now let's see this. More of an incline. So basically the thing to do that is I'm going to raise the volume of the actual chunk sample itself, then I'm going to lower the automation volume at the beginning of it, and then I'm going to raise it higher to the peak, so it's more of like a upwards. Also, I've recently discovered a love for the Serum reverb filter. Reverb on Serum is Pog. It's like, especially the way that you can automate it in the sound design, so I like, trust me, I totally get you. Mysteries, welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. We're making some epic music. Let's go. The filter. Oh, like specific the filter. Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty good. Like, not the actual reverb tab. Now I know exactly what you're talking about. The filter is very cool, the reverb filter. I personally love the Comms filter myself for all my sound design. That's a little secret. Don't tell anybody. I use Comms for everything. But yeah, the reverb filter is very, very cool as well. It honestly, super impressive. We're gonna make this sweep more aggressive. Comms is good, but reverb is comms on meth. I like it, I like it. First time, I mean, I can't agree with you. First time chat for Mysteries. Hello, Sweet. Welcome, Mysteries, to the chat. Thank you for coming out today. We're making some extra plugin color base and all sweet stuff. So it's going to be an absolute vibe. We're going to make these glitches a little bit better in terms of their sitting in the mix. They're a little too dynamic. So they're kind of disappearing and then coming back when I'm hearing things. Especially right here, I'd like a little more movement in the glitches. I want it to be like, ew, whoop, like between these two here. So we're gonna use a little bit of automation for that. So then we also need to make sure that we're gonna copy and paste the automation. Phaser automation. Phaser automation is cool. I'm thinking something pretty basic. You're gonna be like, wow, how basic of you. But hear me out. It's gonna be kind of sick. Literally just taking a dual filter. I'm gonna play it right now, actually, just so we can hear the before and after between what I'm gonna do when I'm talking about movement. So you hear the glitches, like the whoop in the context. Just like that. It's just a high pass. Like literally. I am that quote. So here's what they sound like. It's sick, but there's not much movement. See, if I take this filter, and I'm gonna just take the position, start it at 0, go down a bit, have the curve, and then we're gonna take a dual filter on the second glitch, and the gunshots are mine. Exactly, I love it. Let's go. Do you love just hearing that over and over again? You're like, shout out to Generic for that sit sound. It's gonna be like in a Rising Wave track, and you will forever be able to know, like, whoa, I literally made that. Maybe even Monster Cat or something. I don't know. We're knocking on the door of some big record labels currently. But I'm not gonna say anything more as to not jinx anything, of course. But here we go. So now we're going to check out the way that the movement is going to be increasing of the sounds. It's like a down underwater, then back above water. But we're gonna need to tweak it. So it's not gonna be perfect right now, but see where I'm going with this? We're going to people who like the gunshot. Yeah, literally. You're gonna start selling it? Shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you'll find a star. Thanks, thank you. It's a really nice quote. I like it, and I kind of live by it too. You know, you keep trying, and you'll get it eventually. And you know, if you don't get it eventually, you'll get something that was way better than if you never tried at all. Perfect, right here. This one needs to be a little bit farther over. Not so far. Yeah, getting there. We're getting there. So we've got a version that's going to have the automation. There's a version that's not going to have the automation. I'll show you the difference. Here we go. Here we go. We're just like making the sound a little bit fatter, actually. So I like to use saturation in a way that's kind of with the thought of equalization in mind. Because if I'm saturating a range, I'm expressing it more, and that's going to change the way we think about the equalization, even if the equalization is not changing. So be careful all the time when you're saturating things. It's already sounding way better. Use the saturation plugin as an EQ. Literally, because it's multi-banded, you can do whatever you like. It's a strange thing. It is genuinely strange, real talk for a moment, because it's not like the way that the plugin is meant to be used. But that's a really good point, that I'm using a plugin the way that it's not meant to be used. That is like the key to making some of the coolest stuff. You use your reverb as an EQ. Exactly. Like, some of the best results come from using things that they're not meant to be used. That's not just music production, that's life in general. Sometimes by breaking rules, you discover things that you would not have discovered if you were following them all the time. So make sure that you try things, you know? Trust your own instinct. Here, like, see the way that this falls together now as a collective. Pretty good. Pretty good. Sounds really good. But notice that now the sound is disappearing for a moment. Actually, it's doing pretty well. So let's hear it in context. I'm going to make the bend a little less early, right on the first glitch, so it doesn't die immediately. Let's try this again. Make it even earlier. I think actually that's going to be the solution. Now make it a bit. Basically, we're just trying to find the timing of the filter closing. We're automating the filter closing. So we don't want the filter to close too soon because it cuts off some of the cool vibes, but we don't want the filter to close too late because then there's no point. You don't get that movement. You want up and down. A little bit later on the first dive because you want it to, you know. And what we're going to do is we're also going to automate the volume just slightly too. Like it's going to dive as well. So less of just the filter trying to do all the work because it's making it sound awkward. Bump up the initial volume. That's way better already. So let's hear it from the transition. Not that far off. So as we're going to build into it, then I want to see how the drop hits us. Forget about the sound design, just listen to it. That's how you know if it works. Just listen to it like a listener would. See, I'm not convinced that that's not too dead, like dying too quickly. And now we're gonna hear it in the second version, where it doesn't have the automation. Okay, wait, sorry, it's not bypassed, so it's not gonna just play normally. I'm actually just gonna move this line past. I think that'll be it. Actually, that is it. That sounds good. All right, now it's got way more movement in it. Okay, so like, take a look. Here's without the dual filters. So this is without any filters, and then I'll turn the filters on here if you can listen to the difference. I'll solo just the glitches so it's easier to hear. Here is with no filters. So taking away what we just did. One more time. Right? Here's with the filters on. Now check it out. See what I mean? It goes whoa, whoa, right? So sometimes the simplest type of automation as well too. Not always reaching for the most complicated like processes, but start thinking simply first. First, can this be changed with volume? Just simple volume automation. Second, can it be done with like filters, basic filters? Third, then you go into like all the crazy plugins and effects. But always like if you're looking just to clean things up, not like come up with cool, crazy, creative ideas, but like just making it cleaner and more like this, I just want to make this better. Always think simplest first. If it can be done simplest, do the simplest. Next simplest, do the next simplest. And you go the simplest way because then you're not complicating your mix down. So if you want to get that professional sounding master and mix down, then you're not worrying about like 10 bazillion things that you've got in here. Like, oh, I've got like a, I don't know, I've got Mimic running right now. Something that's like a nightmare to mix down. If you don't need to use it to get the exact same effect, I wouldn't. If you use it to get the effect because you're being creative, then that's different. But if you're just looking to like, you already know what you want, it's not like a creativity thing, I would just straight up go with the simplest option first. Yet again, that's not just music production, that's everything in life, I'm telling you. Keep it simple whenever you can, and then like it's just so much easier. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't have to be difficult, don't make it difficult. But then when you're having creative sessions, then just use all the most complicated stuff for the sake of it, because then that's the point of it, you're discovering things. But if I'm like, I just want this to be, I want the classic filter sweep, well, I'm just going to use a filter for that. All right, now one more time, let's hear the way that it sounds. Sounds really good. We're going to make the gunshots come out a little bit better too. The gunshots are a little bit muffled. Perfect. We're going to saturate them in that like higher end, 2 to 3K. Bow, bow, bow. We want it to be like maybe even like some form of automation so that every time it hits is like first we'll saturate it before we start automating things. Yet again, less complicated first, right? Increase the crossover. Make it nice and hot. Turn up the band by like 0.9 of a decimal. That's pretty good. It's already getting better. Fresh air. One of my favorite things to use. I can tell this sound has been extremely OTT'd already, so I'm going to avoid OTTing it again, just so we don't double process it, because that's when we start to work backwards. Okay, that's really nice. So yet again, here is without the boosting in the high end of the saturation. And then, now is with the boosting in the saturation. Take a look at how much more powerful. Way more powerful. I've just accidentally made a super sick crunchy bass. Let's go. Super sick crunchy bass. You've literally just summoned me. Too bad that I'm already here, but you would have summoned me if I wasn't here. I love sick crunchy basses. Shout out to the song Shatter. On what? Serum? Perfect. Let's hear the drop again. Now, see if any glitches pop out to us as needing some resistance. How'd you make it? That's sick. I love sound design. What happened? Oh, stupid stream service. Okay, beauty. I accidentally span a knob and soothed too far. You know what? Twist the knobs. Go for it. It's what they're there for. That's literally how like Virtual Ride himself created a fair bit of like learned how to do a lot of sound design. I remember watching his old videos when he's just messing around just like a kid on a keyboard, and then now he's like working with Skrillex. It's like that creativity, man. Just have fun with it. That's the best way to do it. This one needs more love too, in this range. And less down here in the beef. Perfect. More fresh air because we're just not having any of the super high end. Okay, that's perfect. Now we just need to turn the volume down, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Perfect. Okay. And the first sound itself doesn't even hit as hard as it could. Let's boost that level. Come on, let's get it. Play rate, they're good. Where's the wham, 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 wham? We can make that even cooler. Saturn, yet again. For like crunchy stuff, I love to use saturation instead of EQ, especially when it comes to the crunchy stuff. Wait a minute. That's this crunchy stuff down here. That's not you. Discard this Saturn. We're gonna put it on here. Wah, 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 wah. Like I'm gonna know what that is later. Watch, reference this. Clip this now and then later show me again when I'm like, oh, I don't know what that is. Haha, and show me naming it. That wow, 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 wow. I'm trying to like I feel like if I'm ever going to actually be able to know what that's gonna mean later on. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We're living in the moment. I sent you a DMs. Lit. I gotta check it out right away. Hear what the this is crocky. Crunchy. Well, I can't wait to hear it. Your boy can't wait to hear it. Unironically. I love crunchiness. Crunchy sound design is my dream. I sound design, and that's why I'm saturating the high end. Watch the patch of stuff as well. Yeah, no, definitely. I will. I'm gonna be checking all of it out. I'll have like a little like tutorial session this evening, so I can like get learned up a little bit. You already know. This section is needs a little more direction. We're gonna bump that frequency here of the barking. We don't want like the super lows coming through because it's making it sound a little bit muddy. we want to have like the nice whoop whoop, but not like the rumbling part of the fact that it's been pitched. And the high bark doesn't even come through at all. I bet you don't even know it's happening right now, likely, because it's like no one would be able to hear it. So we're gonna boost it way up. We're gonna put a supercharger on it. Supercharger does a couple of things. It colors it a little bit. Minor saturation, compression, and then also I can use it to automate the volume without touching the actual level. Haha. I'm gonna crank the heck out of it, see what it's like. Let's make it a little more, because the barking is just quiet in general now that I've noticed. I like the supercharger because I control the volume, but then also when I'm boosting the volume, I know it's not gonna like spike. Just compressing it, right? We're getting close. But we can't hear the chord well. What's this right here? Goes to second drop. What is it? Oh, it's that thing. I feel like thing. I'm gonna put a little bit of insert reverb on it because it's very boring and dry. Just like a desert. That wasn't funny. But you're here to learn. Haha. Tricked you into thinking this was going to be entertaining. Okay, so let's play it yet again. Actually, it's just the glitches for a second, so I can hear the ding, 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 ding thing with the reverb on it. Okay, supercharger thing. Ba-ba-da-ba, here to the rescue, crank it yet again, mixing, yada yada. Two, three, four, five. Perfect. Now we're gonna hear that chord of the color. Is it coming? Which one is it coming from? It's coming from this one, the sweet growl. Good sweet growl. We're gonna crank the color level. And I've just got a color level that I can literally turn up and down because I did everything in the color bus. And if you were here last time in the stream, which a fair chunk of you were, you'll remember that we made an entire bus and we put the color vocoder on the bus and we send signal levels from the current bus to the color bus, and we can just now, because we did all that work on the front end and everyone's like, wow, you spent all that time doing all that. Now all we have to do to have more color, turn up the color knob, because we made the color knob. Oh yeah. So let's hear this again. The wow could be a little more. Bump it. That's better. That's so sick. Okay, now let's hear it. This is gonna be better. way too loud though, actually. There's a little air now that we've done that. We'll put a supercharger on it, compress it a bit. But not all the way. Now we're not even hearing it. We're trying to make it a little more obvious. That's a pretty sick drop though. Pretty And then we're gonna go back to lay. What? No, lay. Okay, sick. The weird glitch in the middle though is not as good as it could be. Going to the glitches. What do we got here? It's because something has a reverb. Aha, I've already found the culprit. It's this. And the reverb, like, needs to die. Needs to die. No, like, it actually needs to die pretty much immediately. It's sick, but it's killing the vibe. Like, when the sound comes in. I'll give it even some more movement anyways, heck. There we go. So the reverb is going to build up a little bit in the sound, but then it's going to, like, die after the sound. Because the reverb is continuing through, and it's not sounding like it's, like, a glitch. It's sounding like it's a weird, like, filler that's continuing into the rest of the track, and it's not working. So let's hear it again. Now it's dying a little bit abruptly here. How about this? And how about we take this and actually make it go to the sweep bus? Like, what? Why? But the sweep has got a powerful sidechain with this kick. So cool. I absolutely love it. We are going to fix the mix on this stack once and for all. Get ready for an absolute experience of a lifetime. By experience of a lifetime, I mean you're probably going to hate it, but you're going to learn a lot. Wow, about music production. Woo, let's go. It's speak time. We got a lot of hissing happening. Really cool stack. Like, I'm talking like, and even with the humans involved. But there's a lot of wasted potential. I'm talking really wasted potential in the sound. Listen to how much hissing is happening in that 1 to 2 kilohertz range. It's this brilliant wall of sound. Sounds absolutely awesome, but it's like somebody's going like into the mic at the same time that that's happening. And guess what? That volume of that is taking away from the volume of the way cooler parts of the sounds, and it's making it sound less powerful. So if we want that to really hit people, because it's already powerful, like get this, when it drops, it's like... It's already sick, but a couple things need to happen. A, the kick needs to be louder compared to the rest of the drop, because the kick is like not, you can't even hear it. You're just hearing like the side chaining of it. And B, the drop itself needs to have a little bit of a better equalization, because the equalization is a bit messy. Let's get started. So here we go. We're gonna solo one at a time the sounds. They're going into 2 buses, and I can see that that's already like a bad sign. Because that means I was trying to do this really messily. Like really, really, really messily. Like trying to just equalize them all together in the buses, which is probably why I'm having this problem. Okay. I want to see where the hissing. So I see where the clash is happening. This organs of memories, the way that it interacts with the rest of them, it can't hear it properly, but we can hear the noise. It comes across as noise. Both of these are for the same patch, just different processing. Cronky wave. Yo, let's go. Let me check these out. I will listen to them. I will actually listen to them too right away. So I'm calling a break against your will. Sounds good. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll listen to the we'll listen to the stuff that Generic has sent through, and get some info going on, and then we'll come back to cleaning our terribly messy stats that I've put together. Watch the video. I'd love to watch the video. I just don't know because of copyright if I'm allowed to watch the video on stream. Because how long is the vid, right? And I don't own the content for it. I can open up the video for fun. I can play anything you've made though. It's mine. Oh, like you made this video. Like this is your YouTube video. I shared it, so legally it's fine. What does this mean? Okay, yeah. Yep, this is... Okay, got you. It is yours. Okay, then we can watch it. Let us watch it. Just to make sure that I'm not getting clapped, if you know what I'm saying. How to make easy color base. Plus it's unlisted. Oh, yeah, okay, then you're gonna have no problem. We'll also listen to these sounds. Okay, I'm gonna turn my volume of myself down while I'm hearing. Lit. Very VR inspired noise. Let me hear that again. Nice. Very rhythm. You're gonna end up making that really hard stuff. I can already hear it. I know the kind of tracks that you're gonna be pulling through. It's gonna be sick. Color base is actually gonna be a very good way to keep your stuff melodic if your sounds are gonna be very wonky. Yeah, exactly, wonk sounds. Then that way you can use color to keep it whatchamacallit? To keep it melodic. Oh, Henry. Oh, will it crash? Look, this is literally Inception. Will it crash? New RAM arrives today. That's us. Very cool. Let's listen to the video real quick. Okay, that scared me. I've got in it. Can I increase the resolution? Okay, resolution increased. Oh wait, am I like gonna crash something? Hope not. Here we go. This is Serum, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, and the Sweet Skin. Love it, let's go. Sweet Skin moment, literally. I was just thinking of that right before I looked at your comment. I love it. Monster Squelchy, okay. These are some of the very good sound wavetables that we've got through. Yeah. FMing the sound is very good, very good. That's one way to create a lot of good harmonics between two, like, oscillators. Harmonics, sorry, I don't know why I said it so weird. Squelchy is amazing. I totally agree with you. Okay. Get the HN. Bonus points if you know what the numbers stand for. Kind of getting sucked in, actually. I'm not activating Windows shut. I don't know what that means. How to VR the tutorial. Literally. This is quite good, actually, for anybody watching the stream right now. If you take a look at the dials that Generic is moving right now. And what's going on is FM modulation, frequency modulation between the two sounds on that other page right there. Then offers refer to the gradient decibel curve of the filter. You do know. Nice typing, by the way. But yeah, FM modulation is one of the quickest ways to come up with a lot of crunchy sounds because the modulation is so aggressive between the wavetables. For anybody who's watching right now. Compressor, by clicking multiband, you're basically in OTT and Serum. Really sick. Distortion, of course. We got the phaser. Okay. I don't understand the FL layout, but I think got some EQ going on. Of course, the OTT. We have OTT, of course. Static phaser, tone 100. Okay, I see you. Not moving the phaser. Moving phasers sound like laser beams. Patcher. Okay, here we go. Here's the patcher thing. Resonator. Oh. Yuli Nucleon Resonator. Okay, so you put it in the patcher. Oh, and this resonator is going to create resonances at the notes that you put in. That's kind of a very interesting... It's like the vocoder, almost, but not really. But when the vocoder is being triggered by MIDI. The way that you put in the MIDI and it... I'm going to turn it down for a little just for my own ears, but that's super cool. I explained it in Discord. Yeah, I'm going to actually have to read up on it. Because that resonator is much better at creating color than the vocal synth. Because the vocal synth is made for vocals. But actually, that was really cool. Thanks for that. I'm going to keep that in mind. Where am I on my two monitors? Oh, Henry dropped a new track. Shout out to Henry from Rising Wave Records. Check him out. Yeah, I'm genuinely going to check that out because it would be a powerful tool. It's like it resonates very aggressively rather than the the way that vocal synth resonates, which is a lot more gentle, but it's on purpose because it's normally used for a voice, so you can still hear the voice behind it, whereas the resonator actually just pumps out the note out of the sound, like full out, which is sick. Generic, you're full of good information, my friend. Soon enough, you'll be doing all sorts of crazy things. Keep it up. Bring it to the Discord. Read the Discord. I did, nice. Mini sample pack. Let's go. Bring to the back of this resonator patch or plugin. Okay, I kind of get the signal path here, but I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm completely like following it. I'll have to actually like look at it more. This video is just a thing of me doing some quick sound design and using the resonator to achieve color-based sound. Yeah, the resonator is huge. I'm gonna get myself a resonator, actually. Patcher is completely free, making the resonator stock plugin. The resonator works by turning flanders and MIDI input to create resonances. Super sick. Thank you for the idea. I'm gonna be getting my hands on a resonator. Let's go. Maybe at some point we'll have like a plugin boutique stream, or we'll get like a budget and we'll go through plugin boutique and see the best new plugins to get, and then we'll try them out. Make a track with them, sign it. That'd be sick. Yeah, I loved that actually. That was super cool. Thanks. Got a list to do. To-do list. Get resonator. Because I was always wondering what they were doing on color bass a lot to make the sound. Because mine works, but it's not as powerful of a color to it. It's almost as if the chords are behind the color, or like the color's behind the bass. Nothing wrong with it. It's still lit, but more can be done. And I even wonder what happens if we take away the actual chords themselves. Yeah, no, exactly. Gonna get my hands on that. Cool stuff. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Let's get back to the track, just so we know kind of what we're doing again. Yes, that's right. We're going to be cleaning up the main drop, because the main drop has got some mixing problems. It makes me look like a bad mixer. Pog browsing. Everything is Pog when you're on Plugin Boutique. All the sales, they get me every time. I'm like, I don't have that much money. And then I go to Plugin Boutique and I see the sale. And I'm like, you know, I probably have more money than I think I do. And I buy it. It's like not really the best idea. But sometimes you just got to get the plugin. Pog, am I right? I'm right. Let's just see how this sound hits us, and then we'll know what we're gonna want to change. Okay, yeah, it's the hissing. It's the hissing that's getting to me. What happens if I take away this organ sound completely? D sharp Sacra scale. It's a pretty cool scale. Should send me an example. Okay, I think I know what we can do to this right here. Welcome all the new people to the stream. Let's go. Organs of memories. So we're gonna change the equalization a little bit. And done. Yeah, sent in Discord likely. What does it sound like by something? This is definitely where the hiss is coming from. Perfect. Maybe it sounds shittier by itself, But what do they all sound like together? The metallic one I use pitch map to catch the harmonics and tune it to the Sakura scale. Super cool. That sounds like an absolute ride in terms of like a sound engineering journey. We're gonna have to hear that. It's way better already. It's maybe a little too much on like the absolute high end. But okay, step by step we're removing some of the hissing. And it is a wave file in Discord. Let's hear it. Like it? Let's go. It's an interesting chord. It's kind of got a whining quality to it. It's neat. And then we can't forget with the humans. I think we're gonna have to bump up the volume of the humans in comparison to the stacks. The stacks are too large. I just love the Sakura scale too much. Interesting. Maybe you should challenge yourself to make like an entire drop just using that scale. As you said, color base is the fusion between melodic and heavy. It totally is. And that's why I'm interested in it as well. It makes a very cool... I already have. He's too powerful. He must be stopped. I'm thinking I'm going to boost in the frequency of the choir here. Those hissing areas and then reduce them in the actual stacks. Oh yeah, here we go. We're getting somewhere. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. That's way better. Like, let's hear it. Let's hear it drop. Woo! That's heat right there. I bumped up a little bit of the low end too because it's feeling a little bit thin. So let's see if it sounds a bit thicker now. It's this knob, by the way. If I crank it, you'll hear it. Sick. We need more crunchiness in the chords, less smoothness, and more vibe. Okay, it's not powerful enough. We can make it even more powerful. 432 Hertz guitarist. Hey, stream. How have you been doing? Also, how's the sample pack doing? Speaking of sample packs, shout out to 432 Hertz guitarist. They're putting together a crazy sample pack. It's absolutely lit. Keep it on the tabs. Okay, so we've got a lot of talented people in the audience chilling today, so keep it in mind. You're around cool people, so ask each other questions too sometimes, not just me as well, because maybe somebody watching beside you has the answer. Who knows? And yeah, we're just working on this drop right now, making it more powerful, and I'm thinking part of the answer as well too is going to be in the bass. What about working on it every day? That's good. Glad to hear that. That's how it's got to be. Like when you're putting together a big project like that, you've got to be putting in all the hours. But that's the best part. That's the fun part. Yeah. Yeah. That's good on on the old brass there. I'm going to kick it up into high gear. Just intentionally create a resonance at that like point. I don't know, that 1.62 hertz. And then balance it out by bringing up the high end. And then a bump in that low, just above like the low lows, like in 100. It's gonna help it come through really good. Check your Twitch message since you don't check Discord or Insta. There's Twitch messages? What? Who? How do I just, like, every single day I feel like I'm getting like, there's something happened. There's Twitch messages. Oh wow, Snapchat and Twitch have merged into a Patreon exclusive. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, where are all these features that I'm unaware of? There's Twitch messages, like Twitch DMs. Okay, yeah, literally. Big LOL. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Man, I'm surprised I can even get on and dress myself in the morning. But once somebody teaches me how to look in the Twitch DMs there, then I guess I'll look. He's got to be on Twitch. It shouldn't be too hard, right? I'll put up the low end. Perfect. We need that low end. The low end is really huge. So let's hear it now. The low end's a bit too huge now. Pretty good. Now the drums. Way too quiet. I want to double the volume of these. Make them way louder. Like, I want it to be like when the drums hit. But now they're way too clicky. Okay, so now we've got this. And we want the snare to come through hard. We want that snare to be like... So that we're gonna have the snare like way more volume, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, both of these. So like a cheap trick that you would have just seen me do right there. Also careful with this cheap trick because it uses up one of your send slots for your kick if you're using it on your kick, and the send slots are used to create sidechain. But now that I sidechain through buses, I don't have that problem anymore. Anyways, make sure you're always doing your sidechain through buses or you're running out of slots. Unless you're not using Cubase, then you might not have that problem. But a cheap trick that I like to use is I like to put an output send on an instrument, turn it on, right to stereo out, boom. Now I don't have to worry about running into problems with headroom inside of my one thing. You can just not smash the mix like an idiot like I do, because sometimes I just absolutely smash the mix. That's why we're running into some of these problems, because I'm like wall blasting right now. Everything may as well just be limited hardcore, and it pretty much is if you look at like some of my processes of what I'm using. But track to track, sometimes I accidentally smash it and I'm way too lazy to do it the right way, so I just like come up with like workarounds to limiting. But it gives the song a sound. It sounds like there's so much sound that it could just not even come through. So I could say it's on purpose, maybe. But either way, like hear how these snares come. Oh yeah. Alright, now more compared to everything else, we're going to crank up that low brass, you know what I'm saying? That is the play right here. We want the wah to come through. And actually, on the brass, we're going to get rid of some of those lows that are welling because the Undertaker's already taken care of the lows. And we're just going to crank it up on this low mids, right? Or high mids, low highs right here. Right in this section, we're going to crank it into high gear. Because we want to hear more of the brass, like actually hear it, not just like feeling it at the low end. Yeah, now we hear that brass, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Really cool, but yet again, still having a little bit of problem with hissing. So we're going to go through some of these tracks one by one and see when it starts to hiss. We'll start with adding the brass. There we go, that's better. We already cleaned up the brass a little bit, removed some frequency welling. We just like to get a little bit more the low end here. This multi-band compressor is doing bad work. I don't know why I put a multi-band compressor on a bass. I would have been clapped in the last video when I did that. No wonder I was trying to keep boosting it over and over again. I'm like, why is it not like... So the multi-band compressor was keeping the level down. That's way better. But we're having too much resonance right here with the low brass. There we go, that's a good spot for it. Make it part of the tonality. You already know okay, that's good. That's good. Good processing. Remove the hissing. Now we start adding chords. Well, I think I found out which stack was actually the problem stack. Oh, it adds to the fullness, no. I think we kind of fixed the problem. Wow, that's good. That's really, really good. I think I've got two multiband, not two multiband, two low impacts on here. We're gonna have the high riser, high impact here as well. That's crunched. Okay, we need to have the this send. No, not that. Stupid. Go more. Sends. What is it on? It's on 6. Enable. And only have it enabled when we're on the drop. What I'm enabling and disabling is the kick drum being doubled in volume. Listen to this right here. It's way too much volume in this part. It just claps the mix. So what we need to do is we need to disable it. Once you're not in that chunk, you're done. Actually, maybe not enable or disable is not what I'm looking for. I actually kind of liked it being stronger. Maybe just not so as loud. So not enable. We're gonna change it to level. So 6 and level. Right? Crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to actively choose the level that we want it to be, depending on where we're at in the song. So this is good for this drop. Because that's just like, there's so much sound moving through there. I'm almost working around the limiting of the actual like track itself. I'm pushing the volume to the limits in multiple ways. So we're coming to like all sorts of walls, but I've built it to sound good within those walls. I've built it to sound good as a compressed chunk. It's another showcase of sound design, right? Whereas my drops are normally very clean and they're normally quite dynamic. That's one drop that's like a big fat sausage. So I'm showcasing that I'm able to do both, right? And it keeps your music interesting when you don't have just the same kind of drop over and over again. Because especially my last couple of drops with Rising Wave, they've all had the same kind of drop style, my squeak drop style. People are liking it, which is awesome. Super glad. By the way, shout out to breaking 10K monthly listeners just 2 days ago, and it's shooting up. We're already at like 10.4K. It's ridiculous. We're getting like 200 new monthly listeners every single day. So shout out to that. Awesome. But I do like to keep it fresh, you know what I mean? People not just going to want to hear the same thing over and over again. So that's why we've got this fat sausage technique in our first drop. And then in our second drop, we're going back more sort of the squeak glitchy style. And that way we need to make sure that we're careful with the levels. You know, you need the level to be completely different of the kick. In that sausage chunk, you need to be way harder than in than in the Complextro drop, which is arguably more difficult to create. Haha, saw chord go burr. Literally. Big walls of sound are pretty much just massive chords with a lot of sidechain. But I love them, you love them. Everybody like loves big, like satisfying, simple drops once in a while. So have to have a couple of them. Now let's see how the kick level is working. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, yeah. The low impact needs to have a lot more like kick to it. I want it to be a bah, like when it hits. Again. Just out of thought, Rising Wave would have a field day with Chime. Literally, like, Chime's an absolutely brilliant producer. I love his music. One day we're hoping to like get to those levels of recognition, I guess you could call it. Let's get a new type of instrument in here, the workstation. Yeah, Disciple, some of those record labels as well too. We're pretty close. I've actually had shortlists from a couple of those labels. I'm not really allowed to talk about it a whole lot and like give too much details, obviously, especially because it didn't even happen. But record labels and like hundreds of thousands and close to millions of people listen to them rather than tens of thousands to hundred thousands. I was like knocking on the door of a couple of them, like got shortlisted by a couple of them. So was extremely exciting. I could be a lot more known than I am right now if that would have actually happened. But we're going to keep trying again and try again. Like that song that I released, Try Again. Friend was shortlisted to Rushdown like a few days ago. That's sick. Congratulations. Yeah, those are really exciting moments when that happens. Because, yeah, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Though it's good to get there, and then it just gives you a chance to like showcase what you have. You got to have something really cool to show first. Even if the biggest record label in the world shortlists or signs you, got to make sure that you got something really cool to back it up. So, all about the journey. The amount of pings I receive, literally, I'd be pinging you too. I'd be like, I'm shortlisted. Oh man, my friends know about the way that I just talk about the music all the days. I'm just having fun now. What we're gonna do in the build-up, though, I want to have like it like in the background, kind of like we're gonna like really reverb it out into the space. Okay, it's gonna be like. How much longer do you think you will go? Like the stream today, or like my whole career? Like how hard will I go in like how much I'm going to pursue getting signed? I have a few rises that would actually fit super well in the 24-hour pack, like Madness rises. Lit. Well, I mean, it's never too late to chuck them in, right? Stream not too much longer. I'm like feeling a bit tired, and actually I got to watch to make sure that the RAM, when it arrives, I actually grab it and put it into my computer, because it's supposed to arrive this evening, and yeah, I don't want somebody stealing that off my doorstep. That would be devastating. So I kind of want to be like sitting on the doorstep with like a coffee, just making sure that I get it when it arrives. If 10-15 minutes maybe. And also I'm fried. Your boy is fried. And I need to take the YouTube videos. I need to record the YouTube video for next week Monday. It's gonna take like 10 hours to edit, so I gotta record it tonight, start editing it right away, get that edited up, post it on Monday. So tons of stuff to do. Well, I sent you the pack download earlier. Yeah, no, I definitely saw that, so I'm gonna give it to give it a listen. Live review. You know what? Why don't we pause? Yeah, pause on this track right now, and then I'll spend like a good 10 minutes rolling through the sample pack and like reviewing it, and then we'll call it good for the stream, because your boy wants to just lay down and get a quick nap too. And I yet again haven't eaten properly today. I've got to stop doing that on the Fridays and Saturdays. I've got to like pack a sandwich in advance. So yeah, literally. So I'm gonna save this. We're gonna come back at it. Awesome work. We actually did a ton of work, believe it or not, even though it feels like we were kind of like just like floating around the track. We actually did a lot. We cleaned up the main drop and we cleaned up the secondary drop, which is a fair bit. So then next time I'm gonna get like the singer to give her lyrics, and then we can go hard and finish up the track. Oh goody. RAM. It's true. Writing it to storage uses RAM. So I hope that my computer is gonna cooperate on that. Okay, we need to task manager Cubase because it's being obnoxious. Oh, now Cubase is using like no RAM, right? People, are you sure you want to download this? I'm gonna just have no bank account information tomorrow after I try to download this. What are these ads? Everything's popping up. What's happening? RAM is cool. RAM is cool. You literally, haha, your computer have virus. XLF, MIDI sample pack. XLF. No, WinRAR, we don't want to buy the version. Basses, drums, FX pads. Well, let's try extracting this to my desktop for now. I'll move it around after when I'm not in exposed streaming mode. Oh wait, it put them all separate. Damn it. Drums, bass, FX. Help me find the other one. Where did it go? There was a fourth one, I'm sure of it. Love WinRAR. Literally, it's so nice. Oh, pads. There it is. That was yours, right? Yeah, pads. Drums, FX, basses, pads. That's the order I would put it in. Let's XLF sample pack. That right in there. Oh, here we go. Well, nothing crashed. That's a good sign. Cubase Pro 10. Advanced music production system. So far, yeah, so far is right. Who knows what the future holds? And then I also need to listen to Braden's track too. We can listen to that live. Right after we listen to or check out the sample pack, we'll live listen to the track from Braden. This is the track we're working on together. And that'll be sick. 24 sample pack challenge was interesting. That's sick. So you had made this all in 24 hours. Let's give it some listens. Different tracks. Here's some basses. Some 808s. I'm gonna turn my, oh wait, we need to make sure so that you can hear it too. Stream, restream, standalone, yada yada, send to a local broadcast. Now tell me, can you hear it? Sausage going burr, literally. Ooh, I kind of like that actually. There's clipping involved, but I like it. I don't know if that's part of the sample pack or just the way I was starting and stopping. Nah, yeah, they're good. They're good. Nice. It doesn't clip for me. Yeah, no, that was just my my PC was having a heart attack because I was starting and stopping like semi quickly. I like those 808s actually. They're pretty fast, especially the second one. The second one really I could see like hip hop producers eating that up because it's got like a nice sort of thickness to it without being too like resonancy. I don't know if that's a good word for it, good term for it. It doesn't it wouldn't like pierce into your mix. It'd be great to have like, I can imagine somebody just like mumble rapping over top of it. I know like you're totally not going for hip hop or mumble rap, but like that sound would be eaten up by people who produce that. 10 out of 10. Let's hear some of the others. That fucking assaulted me. But thanks for the warning. Here we go. Ooh, I like that one. That womp. You did a good job of that womp. It's pretty cool, actually. Very neat. There's some of the basses. I'm not going to go through every single sound just because of like an interest of time. Or maybe I will, depends on... no, there's a ton of them. Play them at 150 BPM. Oh, they're... I see. Cubase is like importing them and... undo. And messing with their... I hate that music mode import thing. Is it changing it? Oh yeah. I see. This should sound a lot different. This is music mode bullshit that Cubase likes to do. There we go. Yeah, it's the old music mode. I'm telling you, man, Cubase has got a lot of questionable features. Oh, that's so annoying. Do I actually have to like... Okay, here we go. But that way I'll be able to actually hear them properly. So my guess it is not crashed. It has not crashed, actually, which is really really sick. Thank you for checking in and thank you for asking. Yeah, we're gonna be doing slightly shorter on the stream today, so I could like eat a granola bar. But we're just checking out some samples that my boy Generic here has actually made. He made like a sample pack of sounds, so it's kind of cool to show some love and check it out. So let's hear the way the basses sound. after all that. In 24 hours, yeah. I like that one. This one and this one are both pretty well done. I like that. Yeah, definitely. VR simulator. Literally. You did a pretty good job. You did a good job on those sounds, actually. For fun, let's drag in a couple around the sample pack. And then drunk stream. Yeah, exactly. I will be popping into the drunk stream. So I need to get like some food in my stomach before then, because like I feel like my stomach is eating itself. The drum slap pads are the same. Let's check it out. Oh, okay. Let's check out this pad. D sharp. The D sharp pad. Turn off the music mode. Should automatically not have me on music mode. That's sick. That was a good sound, actually. It's very cool. Kick. Meat. Tendies, lol. Literally. I need to have myself some tendies. That would be so nice right now. I would kill somebody for tendies. Somebody, maybe bring me some tendies. Just drop it off at my place. Chicken tendies. I am proud of the kicks. Let's hear it for fun. Ooh, pretty good. We're just having fun with it for a second. Oh, what? Drums. Snares. Big man. You know I need to put big man in here. We need to see what he sounds like. Sure, I'm a bit far. A few weekends ago when I was in the city, I might have. It's okay. I totally forgive you this time. But if you're ever in the city and you do bring tendies, I would love that for you from me. Nice sound on that. Yeah, definitely. Good job on the sounds, Generic. These are pretty good. Oh, you know I'm all over this big man stuff. Okay, let's have some fun. We're gonna loop this, and we're gonna start just dropping in his samples. But we're gonna actually do this the right way. We're gonna go from here. Drums. Perk. The noisy. What is this noisy gonna do for us? Reverb it out. Music mode shit. Oh, that's right. Thank you. I was wondering why it's being weird. We're gonna. What else do we got here? We got basses. One shots. Oh, yeah. You know what? Will be funny. We'll make something completely out of your sounds for fun tomorrow. We will do that. I'm gonna just like burn this. And then yeah, tomorrow we'll make something for fun, and I'll do like just a ton of processing with the sounds, but then we'll get all of the all the shit going. It's gonna be sick. I'm gonna really quickly pull out BK's file. I just opened up my email really quickly, And then that'll be the end of the stream. We're just opening it up so you can't really see my emails. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm going to bed. Yeah, definitely. Oh, good to see you. Wait. Listen to the song and then go to bed. Listen to the song and then go to bed. This is extra. This is even pre-Patreon exclusive. And then the stream's off and then you go to bed. Check it. This is the complete song that I'm going to be releasing next as a collab. This might even be Monstercat. We got some serious ends. Check it out. I'm going to stop talking. Wait, the stream's not picking it up. Never mind. You know what? Go to bed. I'll play it tomorrow. We're having glitches because my computer sucks, as always. Thanks all for coming down to the stream. I'm going to see you tomorrow. It's going to be lit. Get some sleep, generic. And yeah, anybody who's coming to the drunk stream after, I will be there. I'm going to quickly get a bite to eat first because I'm just exhausted, and then I'll show up. So thank you all for coming out. I will see you all next time. Glad the computer didn't crash, and tomorrow